The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
So is everyone finished?
I have.
Right, now, here's the twist. You all just got an amount of XP on your sheet. Now you can record that on your character sheet, or one of you could exchange it for what's in this barrel.
Yes.
I haven't explained what's in the barrel.
It doesn't matter, it's a surprise.
It could be good. It could be bad. It could be good up to the point of you could receive a permanent magical item. Most likely not. In fact, that's only 1 in 100 chance, if you catch my meaning. Or it could be bad, as in something absolutely disastrous and permanent could happen to your character. Again, 1 in 100.
Yes.
Okay.
I can think of a really bad one to get.
So, here we go. Roll them.
Okay.
What'd you get?
34.
Oh dear.
You nearly got that number.
Put them back in the barrel and pass them back, and we'll find out what 34 is once the opening credits are done.
Ooh, suspense.
Okay, so you have just lost the XP.
It is said that the most powerful of yours children, Hogan and Belial, were constant rivals. Rivalry became open contest, and the two gods fought across the heavens and Arok, while the other gods built the world upon which we live. Back and forth struggled Hogan and Belial, each gaining and losing the upper hand in turn. So driven were they that they fought until they had used up all of their divine power and turned into two great inert stone hulks. So too, the continual struggle between Bermany and Normer, that it continues on after both nations have fallen to the dust of history. History becomes myth, myth legend, and legend itself is forgotten if its tale is not told. Let me tell you a story of an age of heroes.
34 was it?
Yes, 34.
Well, it's one of the ones I can let you know about now. 34. Travel conditions will be excellent for the next week, improving travel times.
Yeah.
All that travel you're not going to be doing.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it'll be. Wait, does that mean when we're stationary inside the village that the Wheeler can still do shitty stuff?
We were travelling from the village to the farm.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, as long as they're walking. As soon as we stand still, it goes
Pity you didn't get 35. Oh well.
Well, I guess you'll try again next.
I kind of do like experience.
I think he'll pop up anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
The thing I was concerned was...
I'm going to let you all in on a little secret here. The largest amount of experience anyone got here did not exceed 200.
Who did get the largest experience?
That's a private matter between... If they want to let everyone know, they can, but there's a reason you
And
get
they
your
can how would
XP.
they know?
There's a reason you get your XP in little envelopes. Also, so I can yarn at you for a while. Right, so we can light those when it gets too dark to see. Who here would like to recount us with a tale from an age of heroes? A brief synopsis of what you did last time, perhaps.
I'll do that. I don't mind. We were basically travelling northwest to the capital of San Ramirez for various different reasons. There was a merchant caravan in the vicinity, and some monks.
Try to keep it as brief as possible.
Well, essentially, we were travelling along, and then bandits, basically, or somebody who liked bandits,
We got our asses kicked.
leaped out of the bushes, and yeah,
What are
basically.
you talking about? Get our asses kicked, pal!
But they were no ordinary bandits, for they had some kind of mages who cast a spell of sleep, of some form of
Did
sleep.
not need a saving throw, Cough.
Yes. And we were all knocked unconscious, and all but one of us woke up in the mud. The Amazon, however, was tied up as a dashing man said something about saving her life and getting rich, being foretold, and he thanked her.
I love all kinds of villages, even the fat ones, but I do not tell anyone.
And so we decided rain was coming down. It was starting to get cold. We estimated there was a few hours to town, and before nightfall, so we decided to be quick for the nearest town. And then we arrived. We arrived covered in mud and mostly naked. Yes, well, okay. We still arrived mostly naked. But then again, you were dressed like that from the start.
And the innkeeper was a
And
shithead.
Lady Mara here tried to. She tried to tell a sob story in order to get some help from the innkeeper, but
That almost worked.
the innkeeper was a shit. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
No, he did say there might be a few places that may be able to help us, such as a bakery and a farm, etc. We went to the farm while and helped a woman there,
Whose name was?
Lady McGiddy.
Lady?
Oh no, it was an old lady McGiddy or something. I can't remember exactly her name.
McGregor.
McGregor, there
Old
we go.
McGregor.
Well done.
And she wanted rats cleared out of her barn, while Lady Mara stayed behind near the blacksmith and swiped his food. Then she proceeded to not quite hit on a stable boy, and well, she waited for him to leave and then slept in there while we finished it.
You're right.
I don't mean to shoot you.
And yeah, you stayed in there while we stayed in the barn after killing the rats. And we got some broth and so forth. We picked up some odd jobs. I picked up hammering some
Yeah, you're
fences.
making a fence and I'm towing
with your hoeing.
I almost did that.
Sulin here, is that correct spelled?
Sulin.
Yeah, it's spelled correctly. I'm not saying the whole thing every time. Although she'll probably make me in character. She'll probably be like, say the whole thing. She went to see a woodcutter, I believe.
Yeah,
but
each other line up from just to call me Sulin.
went to see a woodcutter, but was given a shitty bow with shitty wet bowstring and
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a shitty bow.
A good bow would, well, it was your bow. actually,
Exactly.
With a wet bowstring, and you had to try and shoot that to impress them, but alas, because of the wet bowstring, it did not. Not because of your shitty roll. Whereas you helped the baker reassemble something that was not a sex machine for a sex dungeon, but was in fact just a harmless baking press.
I wonder if you guys even pulled that.
But you did swipe his one of his large tunics just by walking out wearing it. And that, I believe, is where
Oh,
we
you
live.
and I got clothes online.
Yes, we do have tunics online, yeah.
Sulin still has no clothes.
Yeah. Again, it's barely any different than how she was dressed at the start. It's like you went summer class, I'm kidding.
Her body, her choice.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's about the main key points.
Alright, well then.